Welcome to your very first flipped classroom session. The objective of this one is by the end of class, you'll complete a flipped video classroom assignment, and you're also going to demonstrate your knowledge about multiplying and dividing with multiple digits. Remember from class, each of these will bring you to a separate slide, so a different section inside the slideshow, and when you click on the house, it's going to take you back home. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with what is required for note taking. Remember, when you have a slide that is this rose color, that is your note taking page that needs to be inside your journal. When you're taking notes, you can always abbreviate. So for example, MULT for multiplication or DIV for division. You're going to have a digital composition notebook where you're going to record all of your answers after you do all of the work inside your paper journal. So everything you need to solve should be written out inside your paper composition notebook. Always remember that you can pause the video if needed. You can rewind it if you didn't understand something, fast forward it. You can speed up my talking. You can slow my talking down if I talk too fast. And lastly, remember when you have a yellow slide, that yellow slide means it is a homework assignment and that is due that next day when you are in class. From there, we went into vocabulary, where you have product, factors, divide, dividend, divisor, and quotient. I gave you a couple of little images to help you remember. Also remember that you will find all of your unit vocabularies in Quizlet and in the useful link on your home page for this class. It links you straight over to Quizlet, and where you can practice everything, do quizzes, games, whatever you would like. Okay, now we're going to move to what we did in class today, which is the multiplication section. When we were in class, we walked through all of this section. So we went through step 1, step 2, step 3, and then you found the area of this rectangle by using your formula length times width. Then you went into your journal and you showed all your work on these multiplication problems and then recorded them inside your digital notebook for me to look at and grade. This is your homework section. This is what you are responsible for completing by the time you get to class the next time. So here you go. In your paper journal, I want you to go ahead and divide out how many times does 35 go into 675. Feel free to pause the video while you complete the problem, and when you're done, push play to continue. You had step 1. 35 does not go into 6, so you added this placeholder right here. Then you went, how many times does 35 divide into 67? Your answer is 1, so you subtracted 35, leaving you with 32. From there, you move to step 2, where you bring down the 5. Then you have to figure out in step 3, how many times does 35 divide into 325? You should have come up with 9. 35 times 9 is 315. You subtract the 325 minus 315, and you get a remainder of 10. Make sure you box in your answers inside your digital notebook. This is the answer that you're going to record for your example. That's my grandfather's clock. Now, from there, a little refresher on how to check your answer. You get your divisor and you multiply it by your quotient and then add the remainder, and it should be your dividend of 675. Now, in your paper journal, go ahead and solve this problem. Feel free to pause the video while you work it out and then come back and push play once you have your answer. You should have ended with 19 games played. Make sure you check your answer by multiplying 18 times 19. You will end up with 342. Now it's your turn. This is a nice bright yellow slide. This is your homework slide. Remember, inside your paper journal, I need you to go through and show all of your work while you're answering these problems, and then transfer your answers into your digital notebook, which that is the section that I will be grading. Feel free to pause this video so that you can complete number 4, 5, and 6. Have a great evening. See you in class tomorrow or the next day, depending on if you're A or B.